Alright guys, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Lost Ark on the RU version, how to install the English patcher, how to get everything set up correctly so you can play with an English patch on the RU account. The difference between the RU and the KR account, there are both region locked, so you do have to understand you do need a VPN for both. You don't need a SIN number. You don't need a phone. We do need a phone number technically. We don't need a SIN number. You're not going to get verification wipe with your RU account. So you will be able to probably keep this account. Technically, be able to keep this account as long as you don't get banned or something. Understand that the English patch is at your own risk. There is a chance they might ban you for the English patch. So understand, playing on this account, I would recommend not spending money on it if you're going to play with the English patch. They were doing ban wipes with the English patch and KR in the past, so if you do play with the English patch, there is a possibility to get banned. So that's at your own discretion. Do what you want with it, but I will show you how to set everything up. So let's get into it. So first off, there's a couple sites you need to look at, and I'll show you some documents. I'll put them in the link in the description. First off, you need to know the Reddit. That's a good place to start for information. It'll give you a link to the Discord. I'll put the link in the Discord to the and link to the description. In this Discord, you're gonna see a lot of stuff in here. You have to follow the prompts to get in the Discord. They have a Lost Ark help description. That's where I found all my information to get everything set up. They have the English patch, everything you need. Next thing I'm going to give you is a download guide. Links will be in the description for that too, so it shows you how to set everything up. We'll kind of just go through this. So basically just going to go through all this stuff here. It shows you how to get the launcher, how to set up a VPN if you don't have one. It is recommended if you are using a VPN. I wouldn't use this in-game VPN that they have. They have their own little VPN they use. I personally would use Exit Lag. If you don't have Exit Lag, you can get a free 3-day trial with no credit card required. Other VPN requirements usually require you to set up a prepayment. Exit Lag doesn't require you, just need to set up an account and set up the launcher. So I recommend setting this up first before you start anything. So you need to go into game first. First off and foremost, set this up first. Don't even mess around with this stuff. Go to game and then search for, you can search in the title here or scroll up and down to find it. So what I would do is usually just scroll through until I found Lost Ark. Go to Lost Ark RU, make sure you're on Moscow. One of the Moscows, there's 3 different options. I just picked Moscow 1, apply route. If it's on Moscow and it's all routed up, the red light will be on for it. And then you need to also go down here to the game engines, or game launchers, sorry, and pick GameCenterMy.com. Same thing, pick Moscow for your region. I picked Moscow 1, applied it. You can see the red lights on, so it's all set up and configured properly. So that's set up. Now you can just minimize this. So second, now like in the description it says you need to download some stuff. You can follow the guide. If you want, you need to set up a mail.ru account, and you need to set up in the launcher and get everything installed. So first off, let's get the launcher installed. So you're just going to click this game link right here, and click this link. It'll link you to the launcher. You're just going to click here and download this, and it's download and install. As long as you're on your VPN set up correctly, install it. It'll set up on a Russian network. Next up, what you're going to need to do here is go into the game launcher and then the app data. So just follow these prompts. Just go into your folder, search app data. And what it's going to bring up is it look like this in the GameCenter.ini file. So you need to look at this, make sure the region app says 188, means you're linked for Russia. And then you're not going to have most likely this in here where it says language. You'll see language.eu, EN, sorry. So it's right there. If it's not there, it's at the very bottom of main. The very, very bottom here. Just add it. And then click save. And then it'll tell you just on the right, and then right on here on properties on the GameCenter.ini, you're gonna right click it and go to read only, click apply and click OK, and then close that out. Make sure when you're doing all this stuff that the game launcher is closed. So make sure it's not running in your system tray for some reason. Make sure if you had installed it, it might start it up in the system tray. Just close it, do this config edit, and then you're good to go. So what you're gonna have now is your launcher will look like this. So it'll all be in English, or before it would be in Russian. So now you can actually see what all the buttons mean, all the configs mean, settings. And you can set these up however you like. You can set your game directories up. I've got mine on my D drive. Recording, all this stuff, microphone. You can configure this all up. Just leave this the mail.ru. And then the next thing you need to do before you install the game, once you got that installed and set up, you need to make a mail.ru account. So you're just going to go to register. So now you got on the register, you have to put your name and information. I'm not going to explain how to do this, pretty standard. Depending on your situation, you can change this to mail. If you don't have a phone, you can try just putting it in, and then what it'll do is it'll prompt you with a code. It may or may not work. You may not have to put your phone number in. I personally tried to make this work, just put the code in. I couldn't get it to work. Some of them got it to work, some haven't. It's a 50-50 shot. I put my phone number in and it worked fine. It sent me a code. So different than setting up a Google account. You have to put a phone number in to get a verification that you're still a human. So just use a real phone. I tried using virtual phone numbers and they don't work. I just put my real phone number in and it worked fine. So set up an account once that's set up. There is no restriction on being in Russia. You can be in Canada, you can be US, you can be whatever. Set up a mail account with these guys. So get the account set up. Once you got that set up, you're gonna go. This is also the website. I'll put this link in the description to the main website of the game. I would not make an account through here. It doesn't work. So go through the mail.ru site. So now once you're installed, ready to go, you need to just go in here and log on. So once you're ready to go, you're gonna just have an option in game directories. So once you're all installed, you're gonna have to download the game now. I would just go click here, click Lost Start. And there'd be a little button here, mine says download. You can download the update, or if you don't have the update, you just download it. The game's gonna download an update and then configure as long as you set the routing up. You should be good to go. So to get the English patch, all you need to do is go to the Discord, go to the English patch reports, go to the pin messages, and then again look for English patch RU. Just click the link, and then there's gonna be a media player link description here. So it's just gonna download for you. So once you've downloaded the program, you're just gonna open it up with your extracting file, whatever you're using, WinRAR or 7-zip or whatever. I always set this stuff to my desktop. Put it wherever's convenient for you. You need to open this up. Go to laotranslation.exe. Right click, run this as admin. Let it do its thing. It'll update the patcher and do the configuration for you. It technically should be able to find your game location. If it doesn't, you have to browse and find it. So I found my game because I knew where it was. You just click English. It'll apply the patch and configure it. You'll see when it's done. So once it says applying patch is success, you can minimize this. I recommend keeping this open and have this box checked. It says restore original and close, recommended. Recommend you do this. What this means, when this program closes, it's to restore the game files back to the original setting. So when it goes to patch the game, it doesn't see any errored files, and it's able to patch properly, and it doesn't detect any patch files. There is always a chance running any kind of patcher like this that's modifying game files. There's always a chance of getting banned. So understand that is a possibility. There was bans in the KR version of this. Now, my.com, who knows if they're actually going to promote any bans with this or not, but there's a possibility. So I would just leave this minimized. And then start your game. understand after every update, it has to be manually updated, so it may or may not work. If it doesn't, you have to re-download the patcher and reinstall it. Sometimes it might bug out, but you should get the splash like we're getting here. If you're getting that right after the launcher worked, then it's working correctly. If it doesn't boot, then that means that your patcher's not working correctly. You'll have to close it, re-download it, reinstall it, repatch it. So as the game boots up, obviously it's being insanely loud. Then we're gonna see all the stuff's translated into English. We see the UI, close game, game settings. Let's get into game and turn the settings down. We have a character we were messing around with to kind of see how things work, make sure the English patch is working, but most of the stuff is converted over. So they do speak, it's all voice acted, the game. But all the subtitles are translated in English that I can see so far. But I'm only level 6, so I don't know how far that's going to be. You can see the game menu, everything's edited, changed. We go to settings, audio. All this stuff has been configured, so you can easily read everything, configure how you need it for your computer, configure all the gameplay stuff, do your keybinds, all that stuff is possibly done here, and it's all translated correctly. You can see all the stuff and even in here is translated correctly. I think the cash shop isn't, but that's not something you should be using anyways if you're in your region. The skill combos, everything's translated. Inventory is translated. Tool tips are translated. Everything's done pretty decent. There is a little bit of stuff that isn't translated yet, but it'll slowly be updated. So understand that when you're getting to this, there might be some stuff that might be not fully translated yet, but like 95% of it is done. Like I said, the voice acting isn't to be in Russian, but you can basically read all the subtitles. So if you want to follow the story, you can follow the subtitles and you'll be able to understand what's going on. So I think that's pretty much it. I do also stream on Twitch every once in a while, so the links will be in the description for that. And if you have any more questions, leave a comment or come on Twitch and ask a question. Until then, see you next time.